Sunday with your host, Kristina Guerrero.
Good morning, San Antonio. Thanks so much for joining us this morning on Great Day Sunday. Now, we're giving you a day off from the kitchen today because we've got a special treat just for you. Food from South Africa. And joining us in the kitchen is Catherine Crowley. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning, Kristina.
Thrilled to have you here, I have to say. I've never had food from South Africa before, but I'm in for a treat, I understand.
Absolutely. It's a really interesting country, and a lot of people don't realize that there's some great specialty food items that are unique to South Africa that we now have here in San Antonio.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out about that. And I understand that you lived in South Africa for a little while, as did several celebrities that we might not know of. But we were talking about that a little earlier, some famous ones.
Like the fact that Dave Matthews is from South Africa. A lot of people don't realize that. And probably more known, of course, is Charlize Theron.
Yes.
Theron, as she's changed her name from the South African pronunciation.
Oh, I didn't know that. Tell me more.
That's actually how you say her last name in Afrikaans. She's Afrikaans by background.
And it's Theron?
Theron, yeah.
And she changed it to Charlize Theron. Or Theron, or...
That's, I guess, the American version of that.
Very, very interesting.
But she's got a great rapport also that I saw after she won her Oscar with another very famous South African, Nelson Mandela.
Incredible,
so,
incredible.
Who's an amazing person, I think, from a global perspective, too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're going to check in with you in just a second. We have a great show lined up. We're going to talk all about South Africa in just a minute. But also coming up on the show, we've got some really... So while I head on over to the kitchen to talk more about South Africa, I want you to take a look at this picture. Now, you know who this woman is. This is Katie Couric, of course, and she made her debut right here on Ken's 5. She made TV history, being the first woman to anchor a network nightly newscast. As many of you know, Katie Couric left NBC's Today Show after 15 years of co-hosting with Matt Lauer. She made her debut on CBS Evening News on Tuesday, and her broadcast, I have to tell you, was the #1 rated news show in that time period. And you can catch her here on Ken's 5 every weekday at 5:30. And we are thrilled to have her here. She made history. Is that not incredible?
I know.
TV history, being the first
very
female
significant.
anchor. Absolutely.
It's going to have a lot of support from a lot of us.
Well, we're thrilled to have her on Ken's 5. As I said, joining us in the kitchen is Catherine Crowley with African Bush Products, talking about all kinds of food from South Africa.
I have some wonderful things for you to try.
Okay.
And just to explain a little bit, I have a company here in San Antonio called African Bush Products with a partner, Ann Schneider, and we import specialty food items from South Africa.
Wow.
We do, we kind of have 3 different parts of the business. We also bring in bulk botanicals and essential oils, also from Southern Africa, that go into the flavor and fragrance industries here in the U.S. And then we do a line of teas under our label, African Bush Teas, that you'll see in local grocery stores around here. And then the last product that we work with, there's a range of products connected to Peppadews.
Peppadews. Okay, I've never heard of Peppadews before. Now, what is this?
They're a brand new product. They were discovered in South Africa about 13 years ago by a farmer named Johan Steenkamp. And now that I've met him, he's just crazy enough to try something that he doesn't know what it is, a fruit growing on the corner of his farm.
He just grabs something, pops it in his mouth, says, hey, we got Peppadew.
And he's like that. But it's, and we tell people, don't worry, they're not too hot. They're they are technically a pepper, but they're more like a pepper fruit because they're hot and sweet.
Ooh, okay.
He figured out a way, when they first came off the bush, I'm gonna let you try one.
Okay.
They were so hot, they were off the Scoville rating, but he figured out a way of de-seeding them and putting them into a brine so that they're palatable.
Okay.
So don't be scared.
Okay, I'm not gonna be scared.
No.
Peppadew, my very first, I've never had food from South Africa. I see what you're saying. A little tart, very sweet, but a little kick right at the very end.
Exactly.
Oh, I can now say that I've had food from South Africa.
Exactly, and chefs love it. It's been a great new food item here in the U.S. They say it's like the first new fruit since the kiwi fruit 25 years ago. But it's just a completely different taste sensation. Then, quite interesting, then we have things that have been launched in the last 6 months, even though Peppadews have been here in the States about 4 years. But now we have a Peppadew goat cheese.
Okay.
And we've stuffed some of the Peppadews with the goat cheese. Like to, do you want to try the Peppadew?
Absolutely. I love goat cheese, first of all.
Okay.
Goat cheese is excellent. So then you just combine the two.
Yeah, and the way that we do with Peppadews is we say they're great like as an appetizer. Like a lot of times you'll stuff these with the gorgonzola cheese and drizzle a balsamic, reduced balsamic over them for a great starter to take to a party. That's what I do.
I'm having a party this weekend. Do you mind? Just kidding.
That's one it's going to be for you. This is now in, the Peppadews are in Central Market and the H-E-B's Goat cheese has just been launched in Central Market.
Okay.
And then we have a couple of new products.
Excellent.
Isn't that great?
You've never had goat cheese before, I promise you. It is fantastic.
So that's the Peppadew goat cheese. Then there's a new range of Peppadew products produced by a company based in Wisconsin. It's a 104-year-old company. And the Peppatini is one of those.
Okay.
It's just out. And I didn't make this too strong.
Okay.
It's virgin, really.
Oh, it's a virgin for Sunday morning.
Yeah, for Sunday morning. I kind of thought maybe
but
it sans alcohol.
But you probably could you could drink it as a virgin cocktail,
You
I'm
can.
sure.
That's the great thing. I'll get your opinion first before I comment about it.
It's very salty.
It is.
It's not a sweet drink, but martinis, I suppose, aren't
Dirty
typical,
martini mix. That's exactly what the Peppadew martini is. And then there's a Peppadew Bloody Mary mix as well. We've made one up there fresh for you to try this. I think that these are a great drink and that you can drink them without alcohol, and they still have, it's not too strong. The difference with the Peppadew is it's got the sweetness, but it still has that tanginess that makes it the perfect taste.
Exactly, especially for a Bloody Mary that's a little bit spicy anyhow. You throw that in there, it's probably ready to go. Excellent.
On the market 6 months, having trouble keeping up with production on that, which is always
not surprised.
a great problem to have.
Not surprised.
Then these are pepperoons, which are peppadews and mushrooms together, and then Peppadew stuffed olives.
I'm gonna go for the stuffed olive.
Okay, and I'm saving
the best for last.
Yeah, a little bit like that. So
this would be great in the martini, probably.
Yeah, that's a lot of times what we'll do in the Peppatini as well.
Very good.
Different taste, isn't it?
It's a very different taste, very salty. But then again, it's got that kick to it. I can see you throwing this Peppadew in almost anything.
I mean,
what do you say?
It's the tagline. You can put it on anything. So you're right on point there.
Is it really the tagline?
Yeah, Peppadews, you can put them on anything.
Maybe I can get some royalties on that one, but apparently not.
I'll see. We'll talk about that later. Okay, brand new to the market as well. These just hit the shelves in Central Market over the weekend.
Okay.
Last weekend.
Brand new.
They are brand new. So those are the Peppadew potato chips. We've created a spice with the Peppadews, and you can see.
Okay. Very good. And I'm not just saying that.
I know. It's like a leading question, I know, but you can be honest because...
But it actually is very, very good. And so this is brand new to the market.
It's brand new. They've been on the shelves literally only a week. This is the first, Central Market is the first store in this part of the country to have them. And we do keep hearing them described as Moorish.
Moorish.
That you just want more and more of them. So.
Ooh, I like that very
Not a technical culinary term, but yeah, they're really, they've been featured on Good Morning America and CNN and some other talk shows and stuff, but we're premiering them in this part of the country here with you this morning.
And also, we also want to mention that the reason we're talking about South Africa is because of the 4th annual Essay to Essay Festival coming up next month. Now tell us about this event.
Well, Christina, the great thing is, people want to know, where can I try these?
Yes.
We have a great event for people to know about. It's Essay to Essay, San Antonio to South Africa. This is the 4th year that we've had it, and it benefits a great program where we're sending books to South Africa. South Africa has become a very developed country, a lot of great things happening. There are still pockets of poverty there. Rural schools where kids don't have proper writing utensils or reading materials, sometimes not even desks. So we raise money through this event to ship the books out there and provide textbooks and additional reading materials so people can bring books and donate those. But the other thing about Essay to Essay is it's a great event. It's organized by PrimaDonna Productions. Nikki Young and Chad Green put it together. This is the 4th annual one, and it's a great family event because they have, last year, they even had like one of those tiki carts to take the kids around in. There's a fantastic African group called Mwindu that does a lot of drumming, and Tebow will take the kids out to the play area and then do like a little drumming course for them, and the kids can make bracelets, like African crafts. But for the adults as well, you've got great South African cuisine that'll be served there.
Including Peppadew?
Peppadews will be we'll have all the products out there for these, but there's other vendors too. There'll be people that have South African art there. There were some beautiful tapestries last year. The event has grown every year. It's on the 7th of October.
Next month?
Yes, next month. That's a Saturday. It's from noon to 9. The festival part is from noon to 7, and then there's a great film festival from 7 to 9 that night.
Catherine, I have to say, if you just see this woman's, the look on her face, she is so absolutely thrilled to tell everybody about the Essay to Essay event, which is happening next month. And of course, if more information, there is a website.
It's a website. You can go to www.essaytoessay.org, and that's satosa.org.
Right up there on your screen for
And
you.
I think there's a phone number on the screen as well.
Absolutely. We had all the information up there for you. More information, check it out. sa2sa.org. Catherine, thank you so much for being here.
Right.
I'm thrilled to find out about this new peppadew.
Well, we're going to
Try it.
leave a few samples around for maybe you guys to snack on afterwards.
You got it. Thank you so much for being here. We
It's a
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thank you.
Thanks, Kristina.
After the break, we're kicking off the football season with the Sam Houston Storm's football team. Stay with us. We'll be right back.